Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to you fellow adventurers throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, and back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II, Part 2. Now as you can see, I did quite a bit of grinding. Everyone's got level 5 magic. Everyone's got over 200 health. And also, everyone's got up to level 3 weapon skill. Why is any of this necessary? It isn't. Now stay along the edge of this lake, because if you go too far, you'll run into enemies that will kill you dead. It's just as we've heard. The city is crawling with Imperial soldiers. We have to be careful. Make sure not to get too close. Lovely hint. Just don't talk to any of them. We'll be talking to them soon enough, viewers. Soon enough. Meaning as soon as we get a fourth party member, pretty much. Which will be very near future. And the reason why is because I want to get stronger. When I say stronger, I mean a whole lot stronger. Because those guys that you can talk to have a drop on them, known as the golden armor. And the golden armor is better than any armor that you can get at this point in the game. It's actually as good as the knight's armor, which is an end game piece of equipment. Do you understand yet where I'm going with this? If not, I'll explain. In this version of Final Fantasy II, there's an optional dungeon that makes it so you play as all the characters who meet an unfortunate fate. You get it yet? They keep all their equipment from this part of the game into the optional dungeon. And everyone's getting golden armor. Besides the final one, who's either going to have diamond armor or maybe even dragon armor. Maybe. Depends if I get a lucky drop. Do you understand yet? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? I think you do. Anyways, enough stalling. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Customers aren't allowed behind the counter. These Imperials are as ill-bred as they come. Haha, you're with the rebels. You'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. Go see if you can help him. What am I going to do? I've had it with this place. You guys take it from here. Don't let us down. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. So you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is Scott. I am a prince of Kashawan. Prince Scott, we were told that you fell in the battle. Thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not for much longer. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. There's something you must tell my brother Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Flynn fell so quickly is that Count Borgen betrayed us. He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. There's one more thing. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that last message. The confessions of a dying man would only bring her pain. My brother, Mason, have you heard of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be of more help. Here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it will be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. If you'll excuse me, I just need to rest just for a little while. You obtain Scott's ring. Now, if you notice, Paul is gone. I've already read this. That ring. It's my brother's. He really said all those things about me? Yes, he did. Now don't do something stupid like try and go back home alone without any help. I believe is this Hilda's room? This is Hilda's room. An arrow struck me in the back during my battle, leaving me in this state. Perhaps I really have grown old. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. I can't even tell him about the fact that Count Borghen betrayed them yet. Our password is a wild rose. Remember it well. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? He gave us this ring in Flynn just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? No, nothing. Your Highness, please, the ring belongs with you. No, keep it. It suits men of courage. You infiltrated Flynn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourself quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have you lend that strength to our cause. There is a magical metal known as mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. We lost Flynn because we were ill-equipped. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of mithril. I have charged Joseph, a man living in Salamand, with the task of finding the source of mithril. I do not know the cause, but we've been out of contact with him for some time now. Would you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? I heard my lady's words, and I have waited here for you since. To reach Salamand, we must first find passage to the port town of Palom. Take my canoe and let us be on our way. Minwu joins you. You obtain a canoe. I believe now we can tell the king about Count Borghen. So if we lost Scott as well. He'd proposed to Hilda, you know. Now he'll never hear her answer. I always thought he'd make a fine husband for her. We believe mithril was in common use once long ago. Some surviving records indicate mithril was mined in the north near Semet Falls. Our crust has been trampled underfoot by the Imperial Army. To think we could be so easily defeated. What's this? Borghen betrayed us? Then we did not fall to the sword, but to the corrupt hearts of men. Now Minwu comes with some pretty good equipment. And by that I mean he's got more defense with his Copper Curse and any of my other characters have at this point. See how the game sort of is broken with Minwu's sap magic? Now, as much as I'd love to end the episode here and do some grinding, we're only 18-ish minutes into a video. Not exactly, because there was quite a bit at the beginning that I'm going to have to cut out. I realize how boring grinding can be, so the rest of this video is just going to be me talking in a voice like this and grinding. Or I could continue on with the story a little bit and come back to do some grinding between episodes. And he also has the swap spell. Personally, I'd rather use the sap spell, though. And just build up his strength the old-fashioned way by attacking him with our own weapons. Also, I want to save up some money for some stuff in some upcoming towns. Just like how we're not going to Summit Falls. Or even Salamand. We're not going to Salamand or Summit Falls. Rather, instead, we are headed. And we're not going to start in either of the port towns either. We're going to a town where I don't even have enough money to buy all the stuff that I want to get there at. Which is why I'd usually do some massive amounts of grinding. Not just for money, but for... I usually grind up to the point where I can fight those knights and then steal equipment, well, obtain equipment and stuff from them. Because they drop a lot of good stuff. Curse tomes, flame bows, all kinds of good stuff really early on. And to fight the knights at this point, I would say get yourself up to 500 or 600 health. From there, you're pretty good off. Because you can go to Basques now and get equipment that you're not supposed to get yet. I'm pretty sure the weapon shop doesn't hold anything too exciting. Yeah, I could get some stuff there, but I don't really feel like it. You'll obtain better equipment just by playing the game normally, trust me. Now this is what we really came for, the Silver Curse. which I have more than enough to buy 4 of. And 4 bronze helms, and 4 bronze gloves. Now the Silver Cuirass breaks the game. It's got high evasion stats to it. And look at that defense upgrade from coming to this town a little early. The Silver Cuirass has the exact same amount of defense as the Mithril armor. So basically, by coming here a little bit early, we completely negated the whole reason of one of the main reasons for doing the quest, other than other mithril equipment is better. Obviously. But still, you negate the reason. Oh, I didn't even show you the magic shop in that town. Whatever, I don't need the magic yet. But some of the magic there is very important to get. In fact, I'll go back and show you the magic shop, just because of how important it is to get the magic there. The Asuna Tome. Eventually, all my characters are going to have the Asuna Tome. From here, I'll head over to Salamand real quick, I guess, and show you where you're supposed to go next. And where I'll meet you in the next video, after I do some more grinding. Expect me to be, impossibly strong for this early point in the game by next episode. That's all I'm gonna say. If you expected me to play this game somewhat legitly, you're looking at the wrong playthrough person. You use Salamand in the same way I'm going to get Asuna for everybody. Salamand also has one of those spells that you have to get for everybody, pretty much. Also, Minwu's gonna be, impossibly good with staffs by the time I get rid of him. Well, not by the time I get rid of him, but by the time the game forcibly ejects him from your party. The Life Tome. As well as the Sap Tome are 2 spells that I'm getting for everybody, so yeah. The importance of tomes. Anyways, seeing as I'm over the 30-minute mark, and I said I would stop once I got over the 30-minute mark because I want to do some grinding, which I'll do in between episodes. Expect me to be at 600 health on all characters, golden armor on everybody, magic at a higher level, magic points higher, like maybe somewhere in, maybe even up to 500 magic pounds to match my 500 health. Who knows? Because you can just go crazy with early game grinding in this game, making it so you never have to grind again. But I will. Oh, trust me, I will. Because each character needs to grind in this game if you want to do the optional dungeon. Which I actually make it so each disposable, let's call them disposable party member, has at least over 1,000 hit points by the time they are forcefully ejected from our party. Funk. That's what I like to imagine what happens every time you lose a party member in this game. It's just a giant funk sound. I don't know. Funk, funk, funk. Anyways, this is the one, the only, the greatest, the cowardly Time Lord, signing off and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.